Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors Dynasty here on College Football 25. Today, we have another absolutely massive doubleheader today. Not only do we have a Week 9 home game against Duke where a lot of commitments could take place. We have a lot of people on campus. A lot of them might commit on that day. But the Week 8 game is a unbelievable test. We have to take on number 5 ranked Utah. They're undefeated, and they are a tough team. We, unfortunately, are no longer undefeated. We lost in the last episode, in the first game of that episode's doubleheader against Stanford. It was an unbelievable loss. I still can't believe we actually lost it. Our defense completely forgot how to play football, and we just couldn't stop the passing game. But it is what it is. We lose a game. It was in the conference. That kind of sucks. But we have a chance to right those wrongs by beating Utah also in the conference and getting back into top contention here in the Pac-12. So if you go and enjoy the video, it's going to be an absolutely massive one. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get into this video. So here we are, week number 8 of the regular season. We take on Utah in the first game of the doubleheader. I mentioned we have the Duke game in the next game of the doubleheader. But last episode, not only did we lose to Stanford, we also had a big game where we got a bunch of commitments. 5-star athletic running back Max Hape, number 11 in the country. 5-star athletic running back Juan Vela, number 14 player in the country. 5-star defensive end Ronnie Simonson with a forehead that goes on for miles. He is committed to the program. Number 15 player in the country. Then we have Caesar Warrior, who's a 4-star wide receiver, number 54 in the nation. And I only got him because he's got Caesar Warrior as his name. And I thought that'd be pretty cool. We already have a guy on the team named Caesar, so why not get another Caesar on the team? We also got 4-star wide receiver Eric Dicker, who could be a beast. And now we are trying to land the number 1 player in the entire class. He is a busted gem, but he looks very good. Jimmy Sims, 6'3", 307. We are looking to find that next defensive tackle after Jermichael Powell graduates this year. Jimmy Sims very well could be that guy. He's already coming in with 84 power moves and 91 strength, 75 block shed, 81 pursuit. His hit power is crazy at 93. His tackling's already good at 83. His awareness is even above average at 70. He's a quick, athletic, unbelievable beast. The only problem is he's probably not going to have good skill caps or a good depth trait because of that busted gem rating. But he's still going to be a very good player, and we should be able to bring him in. We might even be able to get him if we beat Utah in the first game of the episode. Because, I mean, look how thin of a margin it is between him committing and not. So we might be able to get him after the first game of the doubleheader. But we also have Ralph Hacker, who's the number 3 player in the nation. He's a 5-star gem right tackle. He is coming on campus in week number 9. Joshua Brazil, 5-star tight end, number 13 player in the country. He's coming week number 9. Jimmy Steven, we don't have on campus just yet because we can't schedule him until he gets to his top 5, but we probably will have him on campus very soon. Theo Carswell was on campus in week 7, but if we win against Utah and Duke today, he might commit as just outright. But he's a 5-star right guard, number 24 in the country. Sergio Moon, we're getting into the race. We were a little bit late on him. He's also a 5-star running back. We don't necessarily need another running back if we're going to get those two, if we already got those 2 other ones, but Sergio Moon's another 5-star to add to the team. And he doesn't have to play running back, I guess. He could play a little receiver if he needs to. 5'11", 189 is not bad. He's got a little bit decent route running. 90 speed's pretty good to play receiver. So we'll see how he fits in. I don't know. We've also got Titus Byler, who is a 4-star gem, busted gem quarterback. He's not a big need, because he's a quarterback. We're not really in the market for a quarterback because we have Leo Van Dyke, but I can't pass up a quarterback. I always got to recruit at least one quarterback every cycle. Then we're going after Troy Goldson, who's a four-star corner. We're a little bit late to the party on him. We might not be able to get him. And then Lorenzo Drango, four-star outside linebacker, gem. We'll be able to probably get in the race for him pretty heavily. We still got a bunch of four-stars that I haven't even put any hours on, and some three-stars I haven't put any hours on. So once we get some of these commitments, we can start to go heavy on these next group of players that we have on our board before it gets out of hand too much. But today is the day. It's time. Number 11 Hawaii versus number 5 Utah on the road. This will be a challenge. Absolutely. Do they have any cool uniforms? Do they have any cool unis to play? I like the black ones. Those ones look kind of cool. The throwbacks are fine. I think their normal ones look better than the throwbacks, their current ones they have. I think they might just go with the regular homes. I know that the black jerseys are... I like the white with the black. That looks pretty cool. But I kind of just like the solid red, so I might just go with the current homes. Yeah, I like the helmet. It looks fine. It looks fine. I think we'll go with this one. And then we will just wear our normal aways, which is the white with the white helmet. And we will try to take down Utah, number 5 in the country, undefeated. But for how long? We will start with the football on the road in Utah. It's going to be loud. It's going to be a hostile environment, but we have to just focus on what we do best, which is run the ball and sometimes pass it, but mostly run the ball. And we need to absolutely control the system, control the game. Leo Van Dyke's had an unbelievable sophomore year. 1,100 yards, 15 touchdowns, 1 interception. I mean, are you kidding me? I should say that I've had an unbelievable year. That's a crazy stat line for me. We don't usually see that stat line from me unless it's like rookie mode. But this is Heisman, and I'm throwing stats like that. That's impressive by me. And Leo's already out gunslinging the football. Look at it. I mean, it's the 26th toughest place to play in the entirety of college football, and we need to come in here and try to beat them? I mean, talk about a task. Talk about a tall order. But luckily, we've got the best running back in the country in Steven Kranchik, who's a 5-star true freshman. And I mean, look at these blocks he's getting. Steven Kranchik down the side. Look at Steven go. Injury already. They can't handle it. They're not conditioned like we are. The first run that Kranchik gets is a gasher up the middle. He's going to get another handoff. Throw a stiff arm out there. Okay, didn't get the stiff arm, but 2 carries for 35 yards already. You know what? I might need to turn the chew clock on already. We might need to get a little crazy out here. I mean, we don't know how hostile of an environment this is going to be. We don't know how difficult this offense is going to be to stop. We go underneath the Tuafeli. He gets a nice little first down and more. And let's go right back to the run game. Right back to that run game. The handoff to Kranchik. He's going to get decent blocks, but he doesn't have quite enough speed to pass through all those guys. He does have a lot more speed than a guy like Landon Sims does, but he doesn't have the same kind of speed that Cam Barfield does. Cam Barfield was a generational talent. And Kranchik might end up getting there. He's already almost to 1,000 yards. We still got like 6 games to go. He might be breaking all types of Cam Barfield records. And he breaks off a tackle. He's into the end zone. A touchdown to Hawaii. That's how you start a football game, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you start a football game. Kranchik into the end zone. He took control of that offense. And we moved to a 7-0 lead early in this game. But now we have to see how good is this defense going to be. We played against Liberty in the second game of the doubleheader. That wasn't really much of a challenge. We completely controlled that game. We blew them out. It was disgusting. It was a gross game. Nobody really wanted to watch it. We won in commanding fashion. But that first game was against Stanford, which we lost. We could not stop the passing game whatsoever. I think they gashed us on 3 or 4, just straight up, you run down the field in a straight line, and they threw touchdowns on it. So we cannot allow that happen today. It's going to be underneath for the first pass. He runs into a big hit, but he gets a few yards. 2nd and 1. Isaac Wilson, who I think, if I'm not mistaken, is the brother of Zach Wilson? I'm pretty sure that's the case. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure he's the younger brother of Zach Wilson. So hopefully we can get... he can channel his brother in the NFL, who sucks, and not his brother in college, who was actually kind of decent. I really hope he sucks. But he's not going to throw the ball very much because they got a senior running back who looks to be pretty solid. If our defensive line can cause havoc for Wilson in the backfield, then we're going to be fine. But if they're going to be running the football like this, we're not going to be fine because we do struggle to stop the run. We've proven that over this entire dynasty. we've struggled to stop the run. We've also struggled to stop the pass. Oh my God! I just looked at the bottom score. Pittsburgh destroyed NC State. It was 50-3, is what that score said. That's an absolute insane score. I mean, Pittsburgh is the #3 team in the country for a reason, I guess. They might even go up to #2 if that performance stands. That's crazy. A blitz from Alani Yo. I fell for the play action. That's unfortunate. I probably could have sacked Wilson there if I didn't fall for it. I thought it was going to be another run, but it was play action. That's my bad. Oh, no, it's 50-6. My bad. 50-6. Pittsburgh destroys NC State. Oh, my God. He hurdled the cut stick, and he got caught in midair. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. But we need a big stand here. Hold to a field goal. They're going to motion. Alani Yo, get in the backfield. There it is. It's a 4th and 1. That's what I'm talking about. Jermichael Powell. That's why we need to bring in Jimmy Sims so he can take that role in a couple of years. I don't think he's going to take it next year, being a true freshman, if he does commit. But if he can take it in a couple of years, that'd be pretty solid. Utah will get on the board. They do drill a field goal. So it is 7-3, but that just means we got to keep scoring. We can't have a drive where we don't come away with 7 points. Matthew Bliss back to return, and Matthew Bliss looked like he had so much room, but it's closed very quickly. And we will keep on riding with Kranchik, especially because this crowd is loud. Kranchik caught from behind for no gain. Interesting. John Henry, what was his name? John Henry Daly, is that what his name was? He catches him from behind, which is not something that happens very often. Kranchik up the middle, lower the shoulder, and run over people. He gets all those yards back that he didn't lose any. He got a gain of nothing. But he gets all those yards and a few extra. Final play of the first quarter. And I'm going to scramble with Leo Van Dyke. It seems like the right thing to do. Leo gets roughed up a little bit. But he does get to 2nd and inches as the first quarter comes to a close. 7-3. 92 rushing yards already in 1 quarter is kind of crazy. Averaging 9.8 yards per play. I mean, we haven't really needed to pass, and it's too dangerous, I think, to pass the football because of this crowd noise and everything. Not knowing what the routes are is a little bit too dangerous. The stiff arm works to perfection from Kranchik this time. 8 carries, 84 yards. And we might go with this post drag. The post drag is something that I do like to throw a lot. But Tuafeli has press coverage, one-on-one. If he can win, it might be my go-to target there down the field. I might have waited too long. And it's incomplete. I think I waited a little bit too long. If I was going to throw that, I should have thrown that immediately. That's okay. At least it didn't end in an interception because it gives Kranchik a chance to get those yards. It's 3rd and 3. We got to go right back to the run game. Ooh, they're feeling a little frisky. But now Pelham Leu has arrived in the game, and he's got room. He's going to pass everybody. And Pelham Leu with a great run. I mean, we've got a 1-2 punch like crazy. We got a great 1-2 punch out here. Just like we had with Landon Sims and Cam Barfield. And look at this run again. I mean, he is just gashing this team for just chunks and chunks of yardage every single time, and I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Who's coming in now? It's Kranchik again. From the 10. Oh, I cut the wrong way. Gain of 1. That's on me. I cut the wrong way there. I should have went to the right more, but I thought that the left was going to be more open. I made a mistake there. That's okay, because Matthias is going to outrun everybody. Matthias Felix, he's a god for a reason. Touchdown, Hawaii. First catch of the day for Matthias, and it's a touchdown. As it should be. We come away with another touchdown, 14-3, starting to build up a lead a little bit. We just can't allow Utah to score a touchdown to make it 14-10. We don't really want that to happen. We don't want anything. We don't want any points. We'd rather have nothing. Look at Rashard Starks fly down the field like that. He's kind of crazy. And you can tell it's Rashard Starks and not Geo Starks because he's got the neck roll thing. Here comes Isaac Wilson back onto the field. Last drive ended in a field goal. This time he throws it away on 1st down into the medical tent. And he knows he made a mistake there. He should have actually tried to find a receiver. He comes back on 2nd and 10. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, and he's going to get the first down. This running back is killing us. Just like our running back is killing them, their running back, John Randall Jr., is destroying our team right now. We got to figure something out. They're going to hand it off to him again. I thought I had him stopped there. I just missed a little bit on the rush. But John Randall Jr. is a menace right now. We cannot afford to have him continue to run like this. He's going to get it again. He's going to cut the opposite side. Good change of direction. But he gets it to a 3rd and 3. That'll be the 2-minute warning. And they come back on 3rd down. Do I dial up a blitz? I think I might. We got a speedster and Alani Yo and 90 speed at linebacker. Try to get to the quarterback here. Not going to be able to. Just knock it down. Good job. No penalties, nothing. It's 4th and 3. They'll punt it away. Beautiful drive. Looked like we were going to get gashed with the run, but when they had to pass, Isaac Wilson can't do it. If they're going to be forced to pass, they might not be as scary of a team as they are when they're running. Let's flip the slot fade to the other side and give Geo Starks a chance here. He's a true freshman. He's got amazing speed. And Leo Van Dyke finds him. It's going to be in stride. Geo Starks, one play, and he's in the house. Huge touchdown for the Rainbow Warriors. And Geo Starks, that dog. That's a bad man right there. What a play. I mean, you just got to give him some space. Give Leo a little bit of time. He fires it in stride. I thought he was going to get caught right here because number 24 gets a huge speed burst. But Geo, he's got too much speed, and he just wins the foot race. I mean, I feel like you could have dove right there. Who's that, number 24? I feel like he could have dove and maybe tripped him up or something, but he chooses not to, and Geo walks into the end zone with a big-time touchdown. And we get a little flex on the hater moment. I love to flex on the haters. Geo Starks, baby. The future of this program. Absolute future of the program. $1 million baby right there. And we go up 21-3. Why couldn't we have done this against Stanford? Where was this when we were playing Stanford? Why do we always have to lose a game every season? Why can't we just have a perfect season where we go undefeated, win the national championship, and we don't have any problems? Why do we always have to have some drama? Oh, Rashad Starks, he popped it out and he's picked it up. Touchdown, Hawaii. Oh my God. Rashad Starks, the true freshman 5-star with like 97 speed, something like that. Maybe higher. He comes in like a wrecking ball, destroys the kick returner, picks it up himself, and returns it. He got the hat trick. He caused the fumble. He picked it up himself, and he scored it. He scooped and scored. I mean, look at this man. He is coming down as quick as he possibly can. Boom! Absolutely blows up the kick returner, had no shot, picks it up himself, and scores. A scoop and score from the true freshman, and he hit a Heisman pose? The audacity. The absolute audacity. With a game like this, a performance like this against a team as good as Utah is, or at least on paper as good as Utah is, they're not playing very good right now. But they're number 5 in the country, and they are undefeated. With a team like this, we could certainly... Oh, I thought I could pop another one out. We could certainly see the commitment of at least 1, maybe 2 5-stars without even having to go to the visit. So this is a massive potential game for us right here. We just got to hold on to this and keep dominating. I didn't think that this game would be the game where we were blowing people out. I thought the Duke game was going to be the game where we were blowing people out, but I'll take it against a top 5 team in the country. I mean, this is going to prove to the voters that we are the real deal, and that's going to be out of reach for Dylan Pelshak because, of course, it is. Touchdown, Utah. God, I hate that man so much. He's not that slow, which is what annoys me. He's actually decently fast, and he's got decent coverages, too, and decent play rec. He should be able to stay with everybody that he's covering, but he just can't, and it's very annoying. I might have to switch him to, like, a slot type of corner just so he doesn't get burned down the field so much. Because he was the cover man on, I think, all 3 of the Stanford touchdowns that were down the field. It's getting out of hand at this point. Teams are starting to realize that is the The weakness of our team is that right side of the field. Pelshak cannot cover. And that's starting to be a problem. And I'm not going to be able to get the fade out off this time, unfortunately. I take a big sack there. I tried to get away, but they had that safety covering that time, and I couldn't throw it. Ooh, okay, Utah is ready to go right now, aren't they? They called timeout because they want to have the ball again before the half is over. I can't let them have the ball again. It would be detrimental to our society if Utah is able to get this ball back. We have to get a first down here. Oh, we're not going to. I'm not even going to get I'm not even going to get it out. I'm going to get a safety. They brought a heavy blitz on a play action, which, to be fair, I shouldn't have probably called a play action, but I thought it would work a little bit better than this. We are in some big danger right here. That didn't go very well, did it? A sack into a safety, and Utah gets the football back, and they're going to get the ball back to start the second half because we started with the football, so Utah's in prime position to get this game back on track. That's not going to be picked off. It's going to be caught for a first down, I think. Yep, first down. 14 seconds, one timeout. They want to at least get a field goal here. I know they want a touchdown, but they want to at least get some points. He's not going to be... He couldn't get that away. That's got to be picked off. And it's going to be Pelshak. He's going to boost his stats, boost his ego, even though he don't deserve it. He's going to snag an interception. He don't deserve it. We don't obviously have a chance to get in a field goal range, but I'm just going to send Matthias Felix down the field and see if he can maybe catch it one-on-one. We're going to see what happens. Maybe he can just outrun everybody. He can't do that, but he scores a touchdown. A buzzer beater from Matthias. Are you kidding me? I mean, I wasn't even really thinking he was going to catch that. I was just kind of throwing it up just for the fun of it. He mosses the dude from behind and catches the touchdown pass. Matthias Felix, I'm not worthy. I am not worthy, Matthias. Oh my God. That was the craziest catch I've ever seen in my entire existence. And we go into half up 35-12. Okay. We come out on defense for the first time here in the second half after just an absolute walk-off touchdown in the first half. I just chucked it up. Like, honestly, I mean, you saw me, my process when I picked the play. I was like, we're just going to try something. I don't think we can actually score. And then Matthias goes and does that. And there's a reason why we went so hard on Matthias Felix after his recruiting process in the first season. Because he is just a game changer. There's certain players in college football or college sports in general that are absolute freaks of nature, and they are game changers when they step onto either the court or the field or whatever playing surface that they play their respective sport on. There are certain game changers. I thought that might be... Oh, that ball came out too. I thought that it might be Leo Van Dyke. And don't get me wrong, Leo is a great quarterback. But he's a unbelievable quarterback because... mostly Matthias Felix, who is an absolute game changer. He's one of those players that NFL teams are going to look at, and they're going to be like, he's got the full package. He can catch. He can run. He can block. He does everything. He's a great athlete. He can do whatever you need him to do. He's just that good. He's what NFL players or NFL scouts look for when they look to draft a receiver. So Matthias Felix, when his time is up here at Hawaii and he's ready to go to the NFL, which I hope is not after this year, because he is a junior, by the way. I hope it's not after this year. I hope he has one more season in him. But when he goes to the NFL, he's going to be a first-round pick. I mean, that's just a guarantee. He's too good to not be. Oh, that's a great throw. Pop that ball out. Pop that out. Pop that out. Nope, it's a touchdown. That was a great throw. Great route by Isaac, great throw by Isaac Wilson. Great route by this dude. Utah's back in it, and they go for a 2-point conversion. Makes sense. I mean, they're down 35-18. They got to try to do something here. We've got to try to do something and limit the amount of possessions. Isaac Wilson's going to have the rushing touchdown, or the rushing 2-point. I gave him that lane because I tried to go to the outside to get to the sack, but I gave him that lane. It is a 15-point lead for us here in the second half. Peters goes down at the 20, and we will turn that shoe clock back on and go right back to our offense, which is just handing the ball off to our dominant running backs and seeing what happens. Pelham Liu, great carry, gain of 5. That's all you really need. If you're gaining 5 yards per run, I mean, you're never gonna have you're never gonna have a third down if you're gaining 5 yards per run. This time it's Kranchik, and he's caught from behind again. I have noticed, at least against Utah here, that Kranchik is getting caught from behind. He's not having that immediate burst from the backfield like he usually does. Utah's catching him, and that's going to be 4th and inches. They're not going to give me that, really. You can't just give me that. All right, I guess we'll do a QB sneak if we have to. They're going to open. Oh, I mean, look at that gap right there on the right side of the center. It's an easy conversion on 4th down there with the sneak. All right, good job by Leo to get the dirty work. He does have, unfortunately, negative rushing yards because of that huge sack that I took for the safety. That's okay, because we'll hand this off to Kranchik, and he's got room. Steven Kranchik lowering the shoulder, carrying a couple guys for a few extra yards. Let's drain all the clock we can. All of the clock that we can. Kranchik again. I think I lowered the shoulder too early. I think I went for the truck stick too early. And he kind of just bounced off. That's okay. We'll hand it off to Kranchik this time, and he will get around his own blockers, get a first down, and more, as he falls down at the 40. We are now under a minute to go. We've got Derek Boyd II, the 3rd-string running back. And he's going to have some power in his shoulders as he falls to the 25. And then Kranchik, I mean, all he needs is a little breather. All he needs is a little breather. And I'm gonna call this. I don't usually call this when oh, he bounced off. Kranchik got more yards. I thought he was just gonna go down before the 1st down marker, but he bounced off and kept going. We enter the 4th quarter up 35-20, looking to put even more points on the board. This is gonna hurt Utah. They're right in the playoff right now, but if they lose this game, they're going to fall significantly in the top 25. They're probably not going to fall out of it, I wouldn't think. They'll probably fall to the middle to high teens, I would guess. Maybe like a 13 to 15 range is probably where I would put them. But we're going to climb up. This might be a trip back into the top 5. Probably not. It's probably a trip into at least the top 10. Direct snap to Kranchik. He's into the end zone. It's 42-20. That's a big one. That is a big touchdown. Kranchik doing his thing. I mean, scoring that touchdown with Matthias Felix at the end of the half just gave us so much momentum. I mean, it helped out so much. It's crazy. And now look at Rashard Starks rumbling down here again. Oh, I didn't get good contact on that one. I want to pop another one out. That was so awesome when he just blew the door off of that kick returner. 35-3, Michigan beat Indiana. Disgusting. That's going to be throwaway. Isaac Wilson doing his best Zach Wilson impression as he throws that one away. Come on, you don't want to do it. You just give up. Just concede the game. Just give me the ball back and let me run the clock down. Ollie Swede trying to get there. He's going to throw it away again. Isaac Wilson does not want the smoke. That is for sure. He does not want any of the smoke. He's just getting this ball away before he gets hit. Another pass, and that one's going to be swatted away. I wanted an interception, but Alani O said, nope, and he just swats that away. But it is a 3-and-out, and they will punt the ball back to us. If we score again, I mean, it's already pretty much over, but if we score again, then it's guaranteed to be over. Ooh, not a great punt return from Matthew Bliss, but I kind of did a bad. I didn't return that very well. 4:55 to go in the game. The chew clock is on. We've got Kranchik. We got a great running back room to take this clock down. All we got to do is actually do it. And if we score again, we score again. But I'm certainly not going to try to score again. I'm just going to try to run the clock down. But if we keep going for crazy amounts of yards, I can't help it. If they want to let me run, they're going to let me run. I'm glad that this is the way the game went. I really didn't want to have to sweat a crazy game out against Utah, especially considering the way that the game went against Stanford last episode. I didn't really want to have back-to-back episodes where I'm I'm complaining and trying to sweat out a victory, even though I know I didn't get the victory against Stanford. But I'm glad that this is the way that it went. A nice, comfortable victory where we're not really under too much pressure. We're just kind of chilling, kind of vibing, getting our guys some stat pad numbers and just getting some W's. That's all we need to do. And I would not be surprised if when we simulate the week, we see some commitments, mainly from Jimmy Sims. I really do think that Jimmy Sims is going to commit after this week. It makes the most sense that he would commit after this week. A 4th and 4. Matthias getting held. I mean, come on. I mean, that's unbelievable. He was getting held on the line. Whatever. At least it didn't matter. I could have taken the field goal, but I kind of wanted to waste even more time. But Utah will get another possession here. Laga trying to get in the sack. Not going to happen. Don't get a... Okay, thank you, Pelshak. That would have just been your luck, man, if you would have got a pass interference call there. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Minute 39 to go in the game. Really no pass rush to be talked about here. Makana Meyer! I don't know why I always have to say his name. He just always comes up with an interception every single episode. I don't know what it is. He's a ball hawk, I guess. But he gives us the ball back, and that now will officially do it, as we will run the rest of this clock down. Isaac Wilson, maybe he really is Zach Wilson's brother, because that was not a good performance from him today. He had some moments. Obviously, he had the big touchdown throw, but that wasn't really his doing. It was more Dylan Pelshak is horrible in coverage and just let the receiver run by him. A high school player could have thrown that pass. Pelham Liu will put the icing on the cake as... Actually, you know what? It's probably even more than the ice. It's probably like the birthday candles on the cake. With a big touchdown. I didn't even try to run. I just had great blocks and bounced inside. But it is 19 seconds to go. 49-20. Big victory. Why could this not be the home game that we had the recruits on campus? I still do think that we're going to get some recruits to commit, but I wish this would have been a home game. And we absolutely quieted the crowd. That is for sure. 16 seconds left. At most, you get probably 2 plays, depending on what they call. I guess they could call a couple of small plays. It's going to be incomplete. He just got it away before getting sacked, unfortunately. Oh, and I just saw there quickly, the top receivers in the country, receiving yards-wise, their receiver that caught the touchdown pass, Wynn, I think is what his name is, he is number 2 in the country. So that's pretty crazy. So maybe it's not all Pelshak's fault. Maybe that receiver is just actually really good this year. They're going to double Ollie Swede, which is kind of annoying. Down the field! Matthew Sherrill's got absolutely torched. Which I know it's not his job, because he's more of a safety, but he got absolutely destroyed. 2 seconds left. They could have scored a touchdown there if he didn't step out of bounds. To the end zone with a bunch of jerseys there. Knocked incomplete, and that is how the game will finish. 49-20. We absolutely controlled the game. I mean, 28 in the second quarter is absolutely unbelievable. We thought it was only going to be 21, but then we threw the bomb and get the touchdown at the end of the half. 22 carries, 174 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Steven Kranchik. He is by far the best running back in the country. And we even added a forced fumble touchdown on the kick return in that game. We were doing all kinds of stuff. We get a big level up, and I'm hoping that when we simulate this game, not only do we go into the top 10, but we have some big commitments. Show me the number 1 player in the nation. Come on. Jimmy Sims, the number 1 player in the entire recruiting class, has chosen Hawai'i. 5-star D tackle. Goldson, I knew we probably would have got locked out on him. That's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. He locks us out, and Enrique Hayden, who I think was one of the 4 stars that we had lower on the board that we didn't have any points on, he has locked us out as well. Steven has gotten his top 5. That's perfect. So we can now schedule him for a visit. But we got the number 1 player in the entire country, Jimmy Sims. Welcome aboard, big dog. Welcome aboard. He's hopefully going to take the place of Jermichael Powell and fill that role pretty well. So, Hacker, we just stayed ahead of Penn State. If we blow out Duke today in the second game of the doubleheader, we will hopefully get his commitment. Same thing with Joshua Brazil. These 2 are coming down to the wire. Jimmy Steven, we can finally get him on a visit. And we probably should do week 11 because he's got 2 complimentary visits. Even though Troy Goldson is locked out, he's still going to be on campus, I guess. But we will schedule him for a visit week 11. And then do I need to switch to a hard sell? I think I might. What's he like? He likes championship contender. Luckily, we have an A+ in that. So I think I might switch to a good old-fashioned hard sell on him. It's hopefully going to be TV time, so we'll do that one. And we'll do a little 25 action. And hopefully we can stay ahead of Alabama on that one. Theo Carswell. I think he's going to commit if we blow out Duke. I don't know. That's a tough one. Sergio Moon, we are climbing, but Alabama might have the advantage here. Thankfully, he's not even in the top 5 just yet, so we still have time. Ooh, but our grades are not good for Sergio Moon. It's going to be hard to hard sell him. That's kind of unfortunate. Titus Byler, we're looking good on. Troy Goldson, I'm going to keep him on the board because he's on campus week 11. Actually, you know what? I think it's, can you get out of a lockout if a player locks you out? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's use him as an experiment. Let's use Troy Goldson as an experiment. If he comes on campus week 11, does that get him? Do we get out of a lockout? Probably not. I've never seen it happen before, but I guess we could try. Lorenzo Drango, we need to put the full 65 on because we're not making any ground up. We do have the week 11 visit. So let's switch this to a full 65, and hopefully we can make some ground up on him. Who else do we need to go after? So we've got a free safety, Oscar Camella. How good is he? Is he decent? 89 speed's not amazing. I like my safeties and corners to have 90 speed, at least. But 85 hit power is kind of crazy. 76 play rec, 73 zone cover, or 73 zone coverage. His man coverage is pretty low, but that's because he's a safety. I kind of like him. I might put some points on him. What about Tony Poe? He's got 95 jumping, 6'2", 194, 91 speed. 82 release is really good out of a freshman. I think I like him a little bit, and we're ahead of him a lot, so I might give him a 40 bomb and see what that does for us if we can keep ahead of Oregon. Max Anthony is a 6'6" vertical threat tight end that we haven't scouted yet. He's a gem. 84 speed. Wow, okay, we might be going after this man. We're a little bit late to the party, but I'm feeling good about going after him. So let's send the house on him and then toss a 10 on him. So we'll go full 65 on Max Anthony. See if we can get in this race. It's going to be pretty tough, but he looks like a pretty solid player. We've got a 4-star Damian Tavares, who's a defensive end. We can get him on a visit week 12. We can't get week 11, unfortunately, so we can try week 12. What's he like? He likes brand exposure. We have an A- in that, so that's good. And then we might have to toss a little 35 action on him and see if we can get in the race for him. It's going to be tricky because Georgia Tech's got a big lead, but we might be able to get in the race. All right, so we've added more hours, and we're going to keep Troy Goldson on here just as a little bit of experiment. We'll take Enrique Hayden off, but we will take a little bit of experiment. Can we get in the race for Troy Goldson again, even though he locked us out? I don't think that's possible, but I've never actually seen it happen, so I don't know. We might as well find out, and this is a perfect example to find out. We do jump number 6 in the country, by the way, by beating Utah, so that's huge. Let's upgrade our coach skills. I think we're working on Motivator, right? Yep, we're working on Motivator. Nope, not CEO or whatever that is, Program Builder. We're trying to build up our team, or build our Motivator up so that we can switch from Motivator to Recruiter and get all those XP boosts, those extra XP boosts at the end of the season. But it's going to be pretty difficult because we've already got a massive lead in Recruiter. We don't have a top. Did we not sign a top 5 class last year? I thought we did. I don't know what we're going to have this year. I mean, we have the number 1 player in the country. We're going to have something pretty crazy. We have the number 13 class right now because we have like not many people in it. But we have 4 5-stars and 2 4-stars. That's good for number 13 in the nation, including number 1 player, which is pretty awesome. But now we take on Duke. We've got commits on campus. We're the number 6 team in the nation. We're coming off of a huge victory over Utah. We need to blow out the Blue Devils. We will send the ball to the Blue Devils to start this game. They're 4-3 and unranked. We are 6-1 and ranked number 6 in the nation. And if we win this game, probably, oh my God, that was like a bullet. Ranked even higher, hopefully. Here comes Spencer Jones, the highlighted player this year, senior wide receiver from Columbia, Maryland. We'll see if he has any skills. He's a white boy, so probably not. But we'll see if this Duke offense has anything up their sleeve. Oh, they got a shifty little running back. Okay. Kind of jittery, moving around like crazy. Indiana beat Washington? That's huge. Washington's usually pretty tough in these sims. Alabama beats Mississippi State. What is this? A wide receiver screen? Alani Yo's too quick. You can't do that with Alani Yo on the field. He's got 90 speed at linebacker. You can't do that kind of stuff. If he's unblocked, he's going to get to you. And that's a quick 3rd and 9 for the Blue Devils. This is not the Blue Devil basketball team. This is the Blue Devil football team, and he's going down, sandwiched by 3 different Hawaii players. It just was back and forth. He's like, no, you take the sack. No, you take the sack. And the quarterback goes down. Laga is the one credited with it. I wouldn't be surprised with EA Sports if they gave all 3 of them half a sack, even though that's not how math works. But I've seen that happen before, where 3 players get half a sack. So I wouldn't be surprised if they give that again. Matthias Felix has dominated his entire career. And he will continue to dominate because he's just that good. All right, let's test out how good this Blue Devil defense is going to be. Are they going to be tough to stop? Oh, Leo going to have to scramble. Doesn't get a single yard on it. They kind of stopped my drag. They didn't let me get the drag off, which is a little unfortunate. But they don't have the athletes to be able to stay with our guys, right? Actually, they do. Geo Starks! Ah! You have the greatest wide receiver core of all time. Geo Starks just mossed a man and ended his career. I mean, all you have to do at this point is just throw it up. And one of our big body receivers are going to go and get it. I mean, he just mossed the soul out of this DB. He's a freshman, by the way. This is a true freshman making a play like that. Absolute insanity. Utter insanity. Geo Starks is the real deal. He is the real deal Shaquille O'Neal. He's just so good. I mean, that's a freaky play. That is eerily similar to the touchdown catch we threw at the end of the first half against Utah. I mean, that's kind of crazy how those two guys do something very similar. Although that one wasn't a slot fade. That was just a run down the field in a straight line, and I'll just heave it to you and see what happens. A 3rd down and 3. It seems like they're going to be a pretty tough team to run on. Angel Raymond drops the pass that could have been the first down. They want me to go for it, though, on 4th and 3. I like that because I want to go for it, too. I was probably going to go for it anyway. And Kranchik will not get it. He will be denied. I shouldn't have ran it. I should have just went for the pass. I feel like I could have got it with the pass. Can we stop him for a safety? Not there. We do stop him for a loss of 1. Let's dial up another blitz and try to get in there again. It's got to be a run, right? They wouldn't dare pass it. It's going to be a hold. That's going to help. And a safety. I didn't think he was there. I thought he got out. All right, well, we'll decline the hold and take the safety. That's huge. I didn't think we were actually going to get the safety, but they called it, so awesome. We get the ball right back. And poor Peter's going to get screwed here. He had nobody in front of him to block. That's absolutely amazing that they gave me the safety there. I take that. And now it's 2-0. You know what? I'm okay winning 2-0. Actually, you know what? We got recruits on campus. We can't win 2-0. We got to win like 200-0. If we want to impress these recruits. Especially that guard. I have no idea what's going to happen with that guard. Theo, I think his name is Theo Carswell. Is that what his name is? I'm pretty sure that's what his name is. We got to impress him because he didn't commit after the Week 7 game. And if he doesn't commit after this game, then we might be in danger of losing him. And I don't really want to lose him because he's a nice offensive guard that could certainly help this team in the future. I don't really want to lose his commitment. So we're in a little bit of a weird spot with him. But we should be able to earn some more commitments after this game if everything goes according to plan. Which it doesn't always do. First and 10 from the 36. Handoff again, this time to Liu. I did see that I think Kranchik... that ball's out. Recovered by Duke. I don't think he was down. I think they stripped that out. Did Pelham Liu actually fumble this football? Did they strip it out before he had a knee down? I can't see it in there. I think that ball... oh, okay. No, he's down. Okay, perfect. Woo. Worried me for a second. I thought they stripped that out before he was able to go down, but his elbow and his knee, I think, are down before that ball comes out. So give me that football right back, and the offense is back on the field. Perfect. All right, final play of the first quarter. Oh, what I was saying was, I think Steven Kranchik got passed for rushing yards in the nation, for the lead in rushing yards in the nation, by another player. So we're going to have to get him back in there, because he's been unbelievable this year as a true freshman, as we expected him to be. Just looking by his numbers as a recruit. Look at all these negatives for the Blue Devils. -2 passing yards, -6 rushing yards, -1.6 yards per play. So many negatives on offense, but that's what happens. That is what happens. Stanford is the number 9 team in the country, by the way. They're taking that win that they had against us in stride. That's not the play that I wanted for Tuafeli. I wanted a corner route for him. I hate that that's the corner route he gets. Whatever. I can fit that in there. Ah, it's an interception. God, I hate myself. I knew that the moment I threw it was going to be an interception. Just the way that the ball floated, I knew that was going to be a pick. Oh, I suck. I suck so bad. Why did I throw that? God, I thought I could fit that in there. I knew the moment I threw it was going to be a pick, man. That's brutal. That is absolutely a brutal pick. I'm sorry there, Leo. I didn't mean for you to have a pick. That makes me mad. That makes me real mad that I threw that pick. Oh, knocked it down to the line? Good job. I thought it was going to be a catch for sure. Jeffrey Schwartz. The Schwartz is strong with this one. He's the quarterback of this Blue Devil offense. Seeing a running back number 17 just seems a little weird. And he's not going to get away from Laga. No, he's not. Oh, he is going to get away from Laga, but he's not going to get away from Makana Meyer, upending him, and unfortunately not getting the first down for him. So it's another punt. They don't capitalize on the interception. I can't believe I threw the interception in the first place, but I did. And we will go back on offense. It's been a little bit of a sloppy offensive drive or offensive game for us in this first half. The only reason we have a lead is because we got a safety. Kranchik. Ooh, maybe they're starting to figure out the game plan here. We might have to switch it up. Let's build up a little bit more confidence for Leo. Maybe a little bit more confidence from me. That's a great catch from Fetu Mama. Great catch. He was able to flip the hips, and avoid the tackle. There's a handoff. Kranchik going nowhere. They are really ready for the run. All right, so if they're going to be ready for the run, we got to adjust with some more passing, which I don't really mind, but I'd rather run the ball. But if I got to pass, I got to pass. We get a yard out of that. I probably should have stayed on my feet. I thought he had more yards or more space, I guess. Does Fetu Mama get open here? I think he does. Fetu Mama, sideline, caught. What a catch from Big Mama. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Good throw from Van Dyke as well. And they're ready for the run again. What is going on? Why is all of a sudden they are unbelievable against the run? Kind of crazy, actually. It's kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if you ask me. That's going to be held on to. Okay, I was about ready to say dropped because I just kind of assumed he was going to take that big hit and that ball was going to pop out, but he holds on. Fetu Mama the GOAT. Oh, the screen didn't work. They were ready for the screen. Maybe I can't do any type of plays with the running back. It seems like they are going to be all over my insides here. They're going to be rearranging my guts with these run plays. Oh, what a release from Geo Starks. The juke move to get more yards. Geo's unbelievable, man. He's absolutely unbelievable. He's the next in line after Matthias is gone. Can I fit that in there? That's a tough throw. Intercepted because it just drifted too much. That one's not on me. That's 100% on Mr. Van Dyke. Really, Leo? You're gonna throw that type of pass? That was just a simple crosser and wasn't even that deep. And he fades it. Another interception thrown by Leo Van Dyke. That's what, number 3 or 4 on the year? That's annoying. All right. Well, we got to stop Duke from getting a field goal here to take the lead, which is just crazy to think about that a 3-point field goal is to take the lead over a 2 points, but that's how math works. The fact that we still have 2 points is kind of annoying. Oh, Nick Steed sacks the quarterback and puts him out of field goal range. Massive sack. Final timeout used by Duke. Nick Steed with a huge play there. Keeps him out of field goal range. They're going to try to get right back into it. Alani Yo won't let him. No more timeouts. They got to run to this ball. They're not going to snap or spike it. They're just going to go with the regular play. But they're running out of time. Come on, Swede, get there. No, quarterback's going to fire it away. Incomplete. And with 6 seconds left and 4th down, they have no chance of getting a field goal. So they're going to have to go for the fences here. Will they have the same kind of magic that we had at the end of the half against Utah? They're going to try it to the end zone. Knock it down. And we will knock it down and go into the half 2-0. What a weird first half. Very sloppy, very ugly from our offense. Our defense has played pretty well, which is really weird because usually it's the opposite. But we need to put some points on the board if we want to impress these recruits. All right, we start the second half with the ball, and we need to turn up the pressure here. We need some points here in the second half, or we're going to be in trouble. So I tried the slot fade on the first play. That didn't work very well. We need some points to impress these recruits, or they're going to be like, well, why would I want to come to Hawaii if you're not blowing out teams like Duke? I mean, we did blow out Utah, who was number 5 in the country at the time. So maybe that would be impressive enough, but I guess not. We also have that Week 11 game, which is going to be another massive recruiting visit. That's probably going to be our last one. I know we have a couple of guys scheduled for the final home game of the year, but I don't think that's going to be as important. I mean, they're all important to get as many recruits as possible. But I don't think that final one's going to be as impactful, I guess I should say, for the overall recruiting class as this one has been or the Week 11 one will be. Finally, Matthias runs past everybody, and Matthias Felix will have a lot of yards. Good job, Matthias. So I'm talking about big dog. I just hate the fact that Leo's thrown 2 picks today. Just kind of annoying. They brought me a lot of pressure right there, but I was able to get the ball away just barely. Maybe, since I'm throwing the ball a lot more, maybe they will think that I'm not going to run it and I can get some big-time rushes. I mean, that's a solid run. I did a little air truck there, but it worked anyway. What should we call it here? Maybe levels? There's levels to this. I always say that. Oh, is this going to be Geo open across the middle? No, it's going to be Tuafeli with a catch. Good job. We need to throw at least 1 touchdown with Leo. That's his stat line's going to be disgusting otherwise. That's a pick. Ah! Why? What happened there? What happened there? I should have just scrambled it in. I should have just ran. I had it open. But what I saw was this. He was open. Oh, 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions. Oh my God. This is the most frustrating game ever. This is out of control. Well, I think we can kiss the blowout goodbye. Now we just got to try to hold on for a victory. Oh my God, that's 2 interceptions in the end zone that I've thrown, or at least in the red zone. I don't know if the first one was in the end zone, but 2 interceptions in the red zone is not how you win football games. I mean, this is just out of control right now. Really, 3 interceptions with no touchdowns? It's 2-0. It's been 2-0 since the first quarter. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Turn into the right guy. God. It wouldn't turn me into Laga, and he just kind of did nothing. Come on, defense. This is not the time to get screwed. That's going to be unbelievable. McConaughey has no chance to keep up with him. We need a fumble or something. Somebody needs to pop the ball out. They're going to run no huddle. I hate running no huddle. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Under a minute to go, third quarter. This is unbelievable. Oh my god, I hate it here. Oh my god. This Duke has turned, they flipped the switch. I mean, that's what happens when you play Heisman, man. They flip the switch, and now Duke is unstoppable. We've been stopping them all game. They haven't been a threat. But now when they need points, they're going to be unbelievably good, and I can't touch them. And they just keep running freaking no huddle, man. Stop it. Your guys are getting tired too. It's not just my guys. Handoff to the running back on 2nd and 8, and he had an unbelievable hole up the middle. That's crazy. Did you see? I mean, that was something. I mean, you could have ran a sumo wrestler through that hole. That's insane. And we go to the fourth quarter. Up by 2, but probably not for very long. This is out of control, man. This is absolutely out of freaking control. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Why do you think you have to do this? I need a big play here. I need an absolutely massive play. Whether it's a fumble, pick, something. I need something to happen. Alani Yo, I mean, he roughed him up a little bit, but he doesn't pop the ball out. Oh my god, I hate it here. I absolutely hate it here. That's not going to be a pick. It's not even going to be a fumble. It's going to be caught for a first down at the 2. Finally, they don't go for no huddle because they need to get their goal line package out there. This is out of control, man. I hate that this is the spot we're in. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, Duke. I mean, they were unbelievably good on that drive. It was like I was playing in a whole different team. That was not the same Duke team that we've been playing the whole first 3 quarters. Wow. They became a God tier type of opponent. They turned on God mode. And they said, you're not going to stop us. And I said, okay, I guess I can't. But now we are down in this game after having multiple different opportunities to take the lead even further than what we have with just 2 points. We need a touchdown here more than we've ever needed a touchdown in our entire life. So we just got to run the offense like normal and try to get in the end zone here. It's not that difficult to score a touchdown. We've done it plenty of times over our entire history. Good spin move from Matthias. He doesn't have a great spin move. He has an okay one. I've seen worse, but I've obviously seen a lot better. They're going to press my 2 great receivers. Oh, I should have went with it, but I went Pelham all the way. I thought Pelham might have a chance to run through. I should have went with the run. Or should have went with the pass there. They're going to blitz me, kind of. I'll just scramble with Leo and take a slide. Just get some yardage. Get some guaranteed yardage. Steven Kranchik in the game. 3rd and 2 from the 22. Hand off to him. Good blocks. He's going to get the first down. Good job, Steven. I don't think throwing a vertical would be the right idea here, so we're going to just run it. But maybe it would be because Duke, for some reason, ever since that first quarter, has been unbelievable at stopping the run. Just like they've been unbelievable everything else. They completely flipped a switch here, and I don't understand it. We barely get that ball away. They came in unblocked around the corner, and I barely threw that away before I got sacked. Maybe I should have taken the sack. I don't know. All right, we'll see what happens. Double slot fade's probably not the right idea, but we're going to try it. Oh my god, you got to be kidding me. Did he even get blocked? Did he even get blocked? He kind of did? He got initially blocked, but he just ran through everybody. I mean, give me some time, man. I guess we're going to take the field goal. I mean, at least we get some sort of points. It's 7-5. This is the weirdest baseball score I've ever seen in a football game. But now we have to rely on our defense to actually stop them and not allow them to score another touchdown. Because if they score another touchdown, we're going to be in big time trouble. We are going to be in big time trouble if we don't get a touchdown here. Or if we allow them to get a touchdown. Pickett, 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 no! Yes! Richard, no! What's happening? Richard Starks, the true freshman, has an interception. I hurdled on accident because I thought that I was still trying to get the interception. First play of the drive, the quarterback throws a pick. I mean, look at the break on the ball by Richard Starks. So he fumbles it. I thought he dropped it because it bounces off his wrist here. You can see it bounce off his wrist there, but he's able to corral it. But I didn't realize that, and so I get a hurdle animation because I pressed triangle again. I could have done a pick six there if I didn't hurdle. I didn't realize I had the ball still. But Richard Starks comes up with the most massive interception maybe of his entire career so far. And we will look to try and capitalize on that. I mean, I am terrified to throw this ball against Duke, man. They are making me sweat throwing this football. I feel like every throw I'm going to throw a pick. Kranchik trying to get the first down. He won't be able to do it. Won't even be able to get a yard. It is 3rd and 3. I mean, I guess the field goal does work. It'll give us a 1-point lead. I don't want a 1-point lead. I want a touchdown. Kranchik will get 4th and inches. This is a massive play decision. Do we go QB sneak? What are they going to line up in? Oh my God, they are lining it up like crazy. Go for it. I got it. Yes. Yes. Oh, thank you, Leo. Thank you, Leo. Oh my God. Wow, I did not think that was going to be actually working. We're able to get the first down. Pelham trying to get into the end zone there. Maybe it's smart to turn the chew clock on for a second to try to drain down the clock. Limit the amount of time that Duke's going to have as Kranchik's into the end zone. Forget about that, I guess. Kranchik scores our first touchdown of the day, which is just disgusting against this Duke team, but we are not playing very well on offense today. It is 12-7, but remember, Duke wins with a touchdown. So we are in a really bad spot here. We have to play unbelievable on defense and hope... Oh, God, Richard Starks has been unbelievable today. And hope that they make another mistake and they can't score a touchdown here. Because I would be heartbroken if they scored a touchdown with no time left and they won 14-12. The way this game has gone. All right, so it's not going to be another first play pick, but it will be the 2-minute warning. So now they're down to just timeouts. Will they start using them every play? I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out here. It's going to be a screen, possibly? Oh, it is a screen. I got confused. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't think it was a screen, and then it ended up being a screen, and I was in position, but I wasn't paying attention because I didn't know what was going on. That's on me, man. We got to the quarterback, but he's able to throw it away and then run out of bounds, so it's 2nd and 7. I really need my defensive line to be better, man. We are not getting any pressure. We didn't get any pressure against Utah. We're not getting any pressure against Duke. That's got to be picked. It's not going to be picked. McConnell couldn't do it, and I couldn't even make the tackle. That's a huge play on a super unnecessary catch. McConnell wasn't in position. First timeout used by Duke. Come on, man. We got to stop him here. Please. They're going to go out of the side again. He's going to run out of bounds. He gets 2 yards. They're just wasting downs on that type of stuff. Getting 2 yards per play is not going to do anything for you. A sack here would be absolutely massive. It's not going to be a sack. It's going to be another one where he runs out of bounds. He got the first down, though, that time. They're just throwing to the flat, man. It's very annoying. Very annoying. Pick that off. No, it's going to be incomplete. McConnell gets there in time, but... I mean, I would have loved if McConnell would have snagged that. Picked it off. It would have been crazy. A minute 26. They still have 2 timeouts because they've been doing a lot of short stuff. Huge sack, Alani, yo! I think it was Alani. Was it Evan Johnson? Who got that? Oh no, it was Funk. It was Ramon Funk on the sack. Okay, Ramon. I see you out here. Oh, but that's a crazy good throw. How is that the throw that you have on 3rd down, man? All right, whatever. It's 4th and 5. This is for the game right here. If they don't get this, we win. And they're not going to get it. Yes! Alani, yo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. And Hawaii will survive against the Blue Devils, which is just very annoying to say, but it's what happened. This was an ugly offensive performance from our team, but thankfully, this is the one game where the defense actually showed up. Except for that one drive where they were unbelievably tough to stop, and they scored the touchdown. This is the moment we win. 3rd and 2. They can't stop the clock anymore. I mean, I wanted a 1st down there, but I guess we won't get it. And why is the clock not accelerating? I'm not 100% sure. So in case I don't get this 1st down here on the run, I thought the clock was going to accelerate. I'm going to take the clock down as far as I can and then hand the ball off. Because I might screw myself here. I should have just kneeled it. I didn't realize that the clock wasn't going to accelerate after I ran that play. So just to cover my bases here, we're going to take this down all the way as far as we can. And then we're going to snap it. And hopefully, if I don't get it, they won't have enough time. And I'm not going to get it. They're going to have 15 seconds. I cannot believe this. They're going to have 15 seconds to get a touchdown here. Thankfully, it's just a touchdown. They don't need a field goal. Oh, Laga had him. I should have just kneeled it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Play everybody back. Give cushion. They got to score a touchdown. Come on, Laga, get in there. Schwartz is going to throw it away again. He's wasting time, and now look at what they're at right now. They're at 4-yard line, or a 46-yard line, 4 seconds to go. We're going to move everybody back. We're going to play over the top. This is for the win, or the loss. To the end zone. Knock it down. It's picked off by Philbin, and he's got room to return. He's going to... Oh, I thought he was going to stay on his feet. All right, that is the win. 12-7. It's not a blowout, which is very unfortunate because it's against Duke. We should have blown them out. I guess we used up all our offensive might in that game against Utah. But it's a win with recruits on campus, so I guess we can't complain too much. I mean, look at this score sheet. 2-0 in the first quarter, then nobody scores until the 4th. Oh, God. But that interception from Rashard Starks was the play of the game, man. Wow. The pick from Rashard Starks, the true freshman who forced a fumble and returned it for a touchdown against Utah. He comes up big one more time with an unbelievable interception to give us the win. Basically, that's what gave us the win. But I played horrible in that game. I threw way too many picks that made no sense. I mean, just brutal decision making by me. Almost costing us that game. But in the end, we win. And in the end, do we have any more commitments? What is it going to be? Ralph Hacker has chosen Hawaii. 5-star right tackle. Joshua Brazil, the 5-star tight end. Theo Carswell, the 5-star guard. Titus Byler, the 4-star quarterback. Oh my God, it all is coming together. And Max Anthony and Damian Tavares have locked us out. Not something I expected. I thought when I went all in on those guys that it would work out for us, but I guess not. More commitments. Ralph Hacker, number 3 in the country. Joshua Brazil, number 13 in the country. He goes right there. Then we have the commitment of Titus Byler, who's 67 in the nation. Carswell's 24. So he goes, yeah, right there. Okay. More 5 stars have committed. Max Anthony said no thank you to our push for him, so that's unfortunate. Tavares, same deal. And we moved up, as you can see, we moved up a little bit on Troy Goldson. So maybe it is possible to get back into a commitment. I don't know, but now we're gonna go all in on Oscar Camella because we have plenty of hours to do so. So we're gonna go all in on him, and we're gonna scout these extra 3 stars that we have here, just for the fun of it, because why not? Maybe they're good. Tim Osika is a 3 star gem, 85 lead block, 90 strength. You know what? He is a 3 star, but he looks pretty solid. And we can always use offensive line depth, that's for sure. So we're going to go all in on him. What about Vaughn Mallory, who's a running back? We don't really need another running back, especially not one with 89 speed. So I'm going to take him off. What about Finau Chiu? Finau Chiu? He's from Hawaii, so we have that advantage. 86 speed, 86 excel, 79 pursuit. He looks fine. He's nothing special. I will throw maybe a little 40 action on him. And then Manuel Herrera is another quarterback. He's a gem with 75 speed. Nobody's offered him a scholarship just yet. He's 6'4", 222. He might be good to have as like just a backup quarterback. I think I'll toss 40 on him. He might just be a good guy to have hold a clipboard. So we're spreading out those hours. We'll see what happens with these guys. Do I need to switch on Drango? Our ratings are just not going to be that good, unfortunately. But I'll try to switch him to a hard sell and see if that works. He likes championship contender. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. He likes championship contender. And thankfully, that's one we actually have a good rating on. It's probably going to be this one, Football Influencer. So it's a B plus, a C, and an A plus. That's gonna have to be good enough, I hope. He don't want to go to North Texas. What are you doing? Sergio Moon, we've actually been able to climb our way back into it. Alabama might have given up a little bit on him. We'll send him on a week 12, and we'll give him conference prestige as his visit, because he doesn't like anything else. So we'll see what happens with him. We got week 11 for Jimmy Steven. Drango, we got a week 11. Tony Powell, or Poe, I guess we can get on a visit. We can do week 12 for him. And, ooh, what's he like? Brand exposure. All right, hopefully he likes that. We're looking pretty good on him. We can also add a couple more people to the class. We've jumped to number 6 with those extra 5 stars added to the board. 7 5 stars. Who else is left in this recruiting class that we can grab? So all of our recommended, we're kind of killing it on the recommended. What about just regular 5 stars? Has everybody chosen? It looks like all the 5 stars are either on our board or chosen another school or locked us out or anything. So Oscar Camella, we're doing good on. Poe, we're doing good on. Who else is open here? There's Goldson. Are there no more 4 stars? Are we just left with 3 stars? That's what it looks like, at least. That is what it looks like. That's kind of a fun name. Lane McSorley. Maybe Trace's brother. All the 4 stars are gone. There is a quarterback. Forrest Balaj is a 4-star quarterback, but we don't need a quarterback, especially on a field general. So we'll continue to look. Everybody is taken. The top 300 prospects are all either locked us out or committed to another school. So I guess we just look strictly at 4 stars and see if we can find anybody else, because I'd love to add some more 4 stars to this class. But obviously, we'll still have the transfer portal if we want to make any moves there, depending on who's available. All these 4 stars are taken? I mean, come on. There's got to be at least somebody who doesn't have a school yet that wants to come play for Hawaii. I mean, we're the defending national champions. What are you talking about? It looks like everybody is committed to another school or locked us out. It might have to be strictly 3 stars. 3-star players. Is there going to be anybody that's good? DeMarco Vanover. He's a 6'5" physical threat wide receiver. What happened here? Oh, did I back out? I thought I pressed X. I guess I backed out on accident. All right. Well, we'll go to 3 stars. We've got Emeka Adongo, who's a 3-star middle linebacker, field general. Enrique Vermiglio? I don't know. DeMarcus Clinton is a elusive back. We're not really in the market for that. 6'5" Carl Cook. I mean, I'm always here for big time wide receivers. So Femi Guy. We could have Femi Guy and Fetu Mama. Those are some amazing names. Philip Ulumba. We'll add him to the board. Jadarius Pounds. Don't we have a Cole Pounds on our team? Maybe Jadarius is his brother. Who knows? We'll go for. We don't really need another free safety, do we? I'll throw another one on the board for the love of the game. Bryce Turbin, I'll add to the board. Devin Treggs is a 3-star scrambling type wide receiver or quarterback. I'll throw him on there to see if he's got any talent. What do we got here? We got DeAndre Mixon. I'll toss him on the board. We'll keep these guys on the board. See if any of these guys have anything worth scouting. We'll start with DeMarco Vanover. If he's got speed, he can play for me. 90 speed, 91 jumping. That's not horrible. I will toss him a little Scully. I want to find out about that quarterback, though. Devin Treggs. Is he worth going after? He's not horrible. He's got kind of low throw power at 87, but that is fine, I guess. I've seen worse. I honestly have seen worse. I want to know about Philip Olumba. Is he going to be worth going after? Not really. I mean, 81 speed's not great. He doesn't have great. I mean, 83 pursuit. He doesn't look amazing. I'll keep on the board in case I change my mind, but he doesn't look amazing. What about DeAndre Mixon? All right, from what we could see originally, he doesn't look too great, but he doesn't look bad either. All right, next episode, we've got number 22, California, who I think we played in the Pac-12 championship last year, if I'm not mistaken, and beat them. We only got 2 more episodes to go, right? We've got next episode and then the episode after, and then we are done with another regular season. Yeah, because we got California and Boston College in the next episode. And then we got BYU and Colorado in the final episode of the regular season. Then hopefully, if everything stays the way it is, a conference championship game as well. But that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.